It's your boy Nargun in the house, back with another bang on video. Well, yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you still have not, please go and create your team with Thomas Partey and do, from createformation.com or rather from any app that you can. But do create and send me on Insta or Twitter, the handles of which are already on the screen. But if you can, if you're finding it confusing, you can definitely find it on my description box. My description box has the links of all those things, so you can actually get in touch with me and submit the image or a screenshot of your team, which includes some Partey, your strongest Arsenal 11, because I'm going to make a video, but I'll feature it. I'll feature it, and please help me out in getting your opinions out and let me know what you guys feel about the playing 11. And with that being said, well, if you're seeking daily Arsenal content, this is the best place to be. And do not forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. But let's talk about the bigger issue that we've got over in our hands. Well, it looks like even Mesut Ozil, when he does charity, people are not taking things in the right way, because it looks like the whole Gunnersaurus issue is now a PR stunt. Well, let's see, because according to ESPN FC, we're going to talk about something special about Mesut Ozil, and here we go. Because they feel that Ozil offered to cover Gunnersaurus' salary, and although some viewed this as a PR stunt, sources have told ESPN that the pair have formed a bond since he arrived at Arsenal from Real Madrid. Also, Ozil would regularly invite underprivileged or sick children to his box on match days at Emirates Stadium, with Gunnersaurus a regular visitor to enhance the experience. So the reality is different, let's say. But talking about more stuff, you guys will see all the Arsenal fans are actually on Mesut Ozil's side right now, but there are certain people who are not on Mesut Ozil's side right now, and we're going to discuss about that. And let's talk about Jack Wilshere for now. Jack is supposedly back, but will he be fit to stay in a club? Well, only time will tell, because Jack Wilshere has told TalkSport he favors a move to La Liga or Serie A after discussing his future with Arsene Wenger, but is open to offers and just wants to be happy playing football again because of the injuries. We all know what has happened with Jack Wilshere, and things are looking very bleak at the moment. So here's what Jack has claimed. He said, "I was in this position when I left Arsenal. What I learned from that is to take your time and make sure it's right for you. I'm not saying that I have regrets going to West Ham, because in my head things would have turned out differently, but that's football. But this time I'm going to take my time and found something that suits me. I just want to be happy and be playing football again. Honestly, I can't tell you the last time, probably when I signed for West Ham, the first 3 games before I picked up an injury, that was probably the last time I was happy playing football. I just want to be happy, going back on the pitch, get a smile on my face, play 20-30 games a season where I'm an important player for a team. Obviously, it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to, and I was frustrated about that, but that's football." So Jack Wilshere knows that nothing is taken for granted, nothing should be taken for granted, but he wants to come back on the pitch, man. And talking about the one and only great Mesut Ozil, in terms of helping out Gunnersaurus, Martin Keown believes he has urged Arsenal to actually pay off his salary. Well, Arsenal legend Martin Keown believes that the situation has reached an unhealthy stage. He says it's now becoming unhealthy. The time has come to go. It's costing Arsenal 18 million a year. Arsenal needs to cut their losses and try to pay him off. So Martin Keown says that Arsenal must pay off Mesut Ozil and let him leave, which looks like quite healthy for all the parties at the moment, even the fans for that matter. Well, moving on. Well, talking about more stuff, well, we're going to talk about Ray Parlour. Arsenal legend Ray Parlour agrees to the fact that Mesut Ozil's offer to pay Gunnersaurus' salary is nothing more than a publicity stunt. He says, yes, I'm not wrong, because Ozil's gesture has been praised from some corners, but it has also led to former Crystal Palace chairman Simon Jordan claiming that the midfielder wanted Arsenal to look bad, and Parlour finds some agreement to that. He says, "It is a PR stunt, yeah. I wish Gunnersaurus was on 300k a week, because they'd get their money's worth." A stunned Brazil, replied, "What's Ozil done to you lately?" Somebody actually asked him back. He says, "It's nothing that he's done to me, but I reckon it's a very good PR stunt. Don't you think? Behind the scenes, to get the fans back on his side, let's do that. But Big Al actually defended Ozil, saying, "I don't think so." To which Ray Parlour responded, "Of course it is." So Ray Parlour believes everything that Mesut Ozil is doing right now is just a PR stunt. And also, Ray Parlour also knows the fact about Mesut Ozil. Well, we'll talk about it. Yes, Ray Parlour also knows the bloke who wore the Gunnersaurus was so into his mascot character that he even walked down the aisle for his wedding in the suit. Well, that's according to Ray Parlour. Though the Highbury legend was just joking as he revealed his association with Jerry Key, the man who was being the Gunnersaurus since 1993. He says, "I know Jerry very well. My brother is married to his daughter, but they are not together now. Believe it or not, when they got married, he walked down the aisle in the Gunnersaurus outfit. I'd see Gunnersaurus and he'd go, 'All right, Ray.' The kids were like, 'He can speak.' Yes, it is about all that, isn't it? And talking about this whole mess and conundrum, let me know in the comment section what do you guys feel about. Is Mesut Ozil, whatever he's doing, is just a PR stunt or what it is? Just fire in the comments and let me know what you guys feel about it. Well, Bukayo Saka has described his senior England debut as a special moment. The 19-year-old has said, "Putting the shirt on was a very special moment. When I put it on before the game, I remembered all the times I put it on in the youth team, and this one was just different, so special for me. To play at Wembley, there's no fans, but in front of the manager and such high-quality players is a special moment. The game was quite different and the intensity was high. I had to get used to my new teammates, but I grew in confidence as the game went on. I could have got a goal in the second half. I'm happy with the performance. There's a few things I can improve, but I'll take confidence from this because it is always a special moment to play for my country." So yes, Bukayo Saka is dang happy that he plays for that he actually played for England. But do Nigeria have a chance to make his to change his mentality? Well, we don't know that yet. And talking about Nicholas Bendtner, Lord Bendtner has revealed how a training ground bust up with the great Thierry Henry helped shape his career. He says, he actually said this to in a lockdown podcast. He says, "It's actually a funny story. It was quite an important moment. It showed me a lot about being humble and understanding. Because of the background I came from, it was more if someone says something, you would sort it out right there and then. Thierry gave me a lesson. This is the guy who's been assisting and scoring the most goals. He's got legendary status in the Premier League and with Arsenal, but the fact wasn't what happened on the pitch for me. The fact was that he managed to sit down and talk with me afterwards. That showed me a lot more to him than I could expect and knew about at the time. It definitely had a big effect on me. I mean, the fact that he could do that, but then still say, 'But you'll get punished.' He would tell me what it's like to be a part of a team and to be at Arsenal and what it means for him. But well, not every time that Nicholas Bendtner had a very good idea about his lifestyle. Well, he has also admitted that he became distracted by the lifestyle that came with the money. After sharing a story of his time that he lost heavily in a London casino, he says, "I'm way too drunk to sit at a table. That much I get, but roulette is a different matter. Red, black, how hard it can be. After 90 minutes, I've lost 400k. Yes, 400k pounds. Money I don't have, my bank account is overdrawn and I'm bankrupt if my luck doesn't turn. I stagger into the loos and splash water on my face. Then I find a cashier and get another 50,000 pounds of chips. I became too fond of the lifestyle that came with the money. I want to go back in time and hit that young lad on the head with a hammer. Make him understand what a chance it is, that he has something special, something he has to look after." Well, we learn from our mistakes, don't we? That's the whole part of the life, isn't it? And talking about some other stuff, we've got some more news for you guys. Well, talking about one, the only Dani Ceballos, we've got something special about Dani Ceballos as well. Marca report that Arsenal wanted Dani Ceballos on a season-long loan with an option to buy, but Real flatly refused that. Arteta stepped in and convinced club chiefs to accept the terms, insisting it would be better to at least have Ceballos for one more season as opposed to none. So Real Madrid wanted to keep Dani Ceballos, but Arsenal were adamant, with a purchase to buy option, but they were fine if that did not happen. Well, Dundalk are in talks to play Europa League group matches in Windsor Park. Yes, they're in talks to actually play their Europa League games in Windsor Park. Let's see if that's going to be happening or not. But talking about more stuff, the first step were taken by Fenerbahce to bring in Mesut Ozil after the player was excluded from Arsenal's squad list. It looks like Fenerbahce are definitely going to get Mesut Ozil as soon as we speak, as soon as we are going to talk about it. And talking about some departures, new centre-back signing William Saliba could be set out on loan. Dog Sports' Alex Crook claims Saliba is a target for both Brentford and Watford in the second tier. He says Mikel Arteta clearly feels he isn't ready for the Premier League. So that could be a potential return to France with Rennes or Saint-Etienne. Well, that fell through, but yeah, moving on. Well, Mikel Arteta has lifted the lid on his plans during the international break. He says, we worked hard for the last 4 days and now the players are going to have 3 days off. I need 3 days off a little bit. I don't know if I will be completely off, but we'll be away from the training ground a little bit, disconnect, spend time with the family and get our minds more relaxed. It's been challenging and demanding, but we've had a lot of joy and good moments as well. And also, let's talk about some more stuff. Well, Hosam Awar in January, do you guys feel that will it happen? Patson Daka to Arsenal, is it going to happen or not? Well, everything will be in January because I'm pretty much sure that Arsenal are definitely going to spend in either January or summer transfer window. But it looks like in January, Arsenal looking to go all out. And most probably, I think in the summer, if we get Champions League football, I'm pretty much sure and confident that we are going to go all out for a striker. And definitely there will be some talks about the futures of Alex Lacazette, Dani Ceballos, and some more Arsenal stars. I'll see you in my next video. Until then, cheers, and don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget, for 30,000 subscribers is what we asked. We got less than 100 subscribers for reaching that target. Help us reach there. Cheers.